Hi, I'm Lindsay Durlam, a registered dietitian with Eskenazi Health, and today I'm here to talk to us about nutrition for video 2 in our Physical Wellness Dimensions series. We're going to talk about what to eat during a busy shift, especially when you don't have time for a full meal, items to keep on hand to build your own shift survival kit, and how to promote good, balanced energy without the crash that comes with an energy drink. All right, hi, I'm Lindsay, and we're back with Avery and Ashley from Ambulance 5 to talk about some nutrition tips to keep you fueled on the go.
We do 12-hour shifts, so it's important to make sure you're bringing enough food for the whole day, to bring a variety of different foods, and to also have the snacks on you. It's not going to do any good if you leave it at the station and you're running all day. So even leaving like protein bars in your pockets is a really good tip.
Exactly. Anything quick and easy that you can have and eat in just a couple minutes. Sometimes you have to shift that mindset from, having a full meal to just whatever you can eat in 2 to 5 minutes, whether it's little snacks throughout the day. That will help keep your energy and your blood sugar levels regulated.
Eating things like proteins and carbs throughout the day helps you keep your stomach full, so that you don't have to keep making repetitive stops. Things like protein shakes, bananas, yogurts, things like that you can bring from home or you can get at a gas station. Those are all good options.
I think a lot of times too at the hospitals, a lot of the snacks that are easy and within reach, they're not good for you. It's just like chips, popcorn. I think sometimes it's better to choose the healthier option, like the bag of nuts rather than the chips. It might not always be what you want, but you also have to think about your health. Sometimes it's a good idea if you're bringing your lunch, there's microwaves at the hospital. So having ice packs in your lunchbox and then bringing those with you and warming them up rather than leaving them in a fridge where you can't access them is also a good idea.
A lot of hospitals will have smaller water bottles, and using something like this is very good during the summertime when you're sweating unbelievable amounts because you're outside in the heat. Helps you replenish some of the electrolytes that you've lost by sweating. And as well, it makes it more appetizing to drink your water because now it's flavored. Sometimes you'll feel low energy and just drinking some water will make you feel better. A lot of the food we eat is filled with sodium, and you have to supplement with a lot of water to help combat that high sodium level.
Sometimes, especially on our long weekend, it can be really hard to meal prep efficiently, especially on like Sunday when you've been working 2 other shifts. So if you are going to stop to get food, it might be a good idea to go to like a Chipotle or somewhere that's a little bit healthier than just like a McDonald's or something that's fried.
I would say the goal is always to have at least 2 foods for a snack, just to make sure that you're getting that balance. So if you eat something like an apple or a banana, that's a great start, but it's not going to give you that long lasting energy. We really want to put it with the protein. So something like, nut butter with an apple, you can do a cheese stick with a banana, but just aim for those at least two foods per snack.
It's good to communicate with your partner because they can't read your mind. If I leave my water bottle at station, I will tell Ashley we are getting back to station one way or the other. Sometimes if I'm very hungry and she's talking my ear off, I'll tell her I just need silence for like 30 minutes.
And a snack.
At least. And a snack. And something to eat.
That does happen.
Never be mean to them, right? But having that communication and knowing that line and when to let someone know that you need something is very important.
It's like those Snickers commercials.
Yeah.
I think an important thing is listening to your body about water and hunger cues, making sure that you are listening to your body and communicating with your partner on the truck and maybe higher ups, DLs, depending how hungry you are, how you're feeling. It's important to make sure that you are healing your body and that you are getting enough to drink, because if you're not, it can negatively impact patient care. While there's no normal meal breaks in EMS, a lot of times you have to plan ahead and work around runs. A lot of the good things to do are to use the gaps that you have and to just plan ahead.
In the context of preparation, it's a very good idea to go to the grocery store and get things that are easy to meal prep, things like rotisserie chicken, things like microwavable rice, microwave vegetables. Just putting those things into a bunch of containers, taking one a day, makes it so much easier in your life just to have them all. Those are all already made. You don't have to make anything. You just have to put it together.
else? You could do the hummus with like some whole wheat
Yeah.
crackers. You could even throw that on the tortilla. Even something like a bagged salad kit. This might not always be the most convenient option, but sometimes it's quick. Everything you need is in here. You can do something like throw a packet of tuna or chicken on there for that good protein.
And it's big enough for 2 people.
Exactly. You can share with your partner.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes bringing like meat on the truck too can be dicey because of like bringing like the ice packs. But having something like this where it's stored and you don't have to worry about ice packs is also really convenient.
Exactly. And it's perfect to have all these things within reach. So kind of building your shift survival kit, just like they were saying, having some protein options to pair with some carbohydrate options. You don't have to have the perfect plan, but just having some of those items within reach is going to help you to feel your best.
Also, you save a lot of money. You're not buying food every day, buying healthier options at like an Aldi. You end up saving a whole lot of money.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be complicated or time consuming to, prep your meals or kind of have your food ready. Just making the convenient choice, also the healthy choice, is really what the goal is.
It's really important if you're drinking caffeine in the morning that you have some water before, that you stay hydrated. Drinking coffee, especially if you add like sweeteners and stuff, can make you extra dehydrated. So make sure that you're drinking water throughout the day and eating something as well so that it has something to latch onto and you're not just drinking a whole bunch of caffeine all at one time. Also, drinking caffeine in moderation and not drinking like a bunch at once because your body's going to crash later on. So having like a small coffee in the morning and maybe a small one later, keep your body going.
Moderating your caffeine is important, but also knowing how much food to eat in between certain levels of caffeine consumption. Caffeine on an empty stomach is a no-go. It's gonna make you feel ill.
Yeah, that's a big thing in our job is we don't want to have our tummies upset when we're on a run. That's never a fun time.
Keeping your blood sugar in check with that caffeine is important as well. You don't want anything to be too low or too high. You have to try and manage eating your food as well.
Drinking like a sugary drink alone isn't going to sustain any energy. You have to eat, especially carbs, things that have nutrients in it. They're going to keep you running all day. It's okay to have the coffee, but make sure that you're eating other nutritious things as well.
So hydrating and eating some protein before you go for that coffee or energy drink or whatever kind of form of caffeine you're having will make that caffeine work the best and give it a little bit more long-lasting power versus just a quick little boost and then a crash.
The recommended is what, like 200 milligrams a day?
Yeah.
That's pretty easy to break that.
Oh, like
So,
it's too much.
I mean, 201 would be an overdose.
Yeah.
All right.
I think for teenagers,
I drink 750.
I'm with you. I drink an insane amount of
It's bad.
caffeine, and it
I
does
calculated
nothing.
it recently and it's like,
Yeah, it's bad.
well, if you're not a big fan of like black coffee, another good option is to add non-sugar sweeteners like stevia into your coffee. That way you still get that sweet taste but without all the unnecessary sugar. I think another thing is being mindful of how much like sweetener and syrups you're putting in your coffee because I'm guilty of that. But also when you're just getting up in the morning and getting like a caramel latte or something, there's a lot of added sugar into that, and that's also just gonna bog you down and make you not feel your best. So instead, like adding the protein, adding the caffeine into like a protein shake is also a good thing because you're kind of getting that flavor, but you're not getting all that necessary sugar.
They also make things like this, like these water electrolyte things. A lot of them also will have caffeine in them. They're small, they're easy to keep in your pockets, as well as you can just grab a water bottle pretty much anywhere that most places have them. That's quick caffeine. If you really, really need it, just put it in water, drink it. Your headache will go away. You'll probably feel a little bit better. It's also giving you electrolytes if you're in the heat.
I think another thing is making sure you're getting a good night's sleep before shift. I know it can be hard, especially on our long weekends. Trying to go to bed early and naturally getting that energy and fueling your body instead of just relying off caffeine. It's also going to make you feel a lot better.
And that's where giving yourself a cutoff for stopping caffeine can be really helpful. Ideally, no later than 2 p.m. is going to be kind of the optimal time to stop drinking caffeine during the day to help you fall asleep in the evening.
Oh, I think another good idea is to make sure you have caffeine on hand if you depend on it, because sometimes if you're running back to back to back and don't have time to either grab a coffee or get back to the station, it's important to have like a canned coffee or a canned energy drink. It's easy to just reach and grab it while you're on the truck, because if you don't have it, you're going to get a headache. You're going to start to not feel well. When you come crashing down, and then you're not going to have anything.
For example, one night we got snowed in on a major snowstorm. Thought everything would be fine in the morning. We thought Starbucks might have been open. None of the employees could make it to Starbucks, so we had no coffee that day. I ended up going to the gas station getting something because they eventually opened. So we survived the snowstorm, but being prepared is important. I should have just brought my coffee maker.
So, oh, I feel so cruddy today. All I've had is this McDonald's dirty Dr. Pepper.
Well, Ashley, if you read the online nutrition facts for Dirty Dr. Pepper, you're drinking 87 grams of sugar. That's probably why you don't feel good.
Oh no.
I know. Now, if you look at this amazing protein shake over here, 0 grams of added sugars.
Oh gosh, only 170 calories versus 410. It's so good though.
I mean, like, they are, like, they're delicious. You can even mix them together, and instead of doing something like the dirty soda with 87 grams of sugar, no judgment, everything is okay in moderation. But if you're wanting to reduce your sugar content, adding a little bit of a protein shake to your coffee kind of gives it somewhat of the same taste as like a dirty soda or some sort of a drink like that, but with a better nutrient profile.
Plus your caffeine.
Plus your caffeine.
Actually, you should be more mindful of the nutrition facts of the food that you bring to work.
There's so much stuff on here. What am I even supposed to be looking at?
Well, you kind of want to look at the amount of sodium you're eating, the carbohydrates, the fiber, and the sugars, as well as the protein and the fats. And you don't want too much or too little of everything.
Ideally, you're going to look for less than 10 grams of added sugar in any sort of a snack. Fiber is going to give you that long-lasting energy, so you want at least 3 to 4 grams of fiber, and then ideally 10 grams of protein or more would be kind of the optimal numbers to be looking for.